gonna hit the record button. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so we've got Game 5 right now of White Raw versus Bomber. The score is 3-1. The last game we saw, we actually did have Bomber winning, but that was on Neo Enigma. Neo Enigma is the third map in the series. The fourth is supposed to be Tal'Darim Altar, but unfortunately some of the replays from this series were lost, and that was the first game that White Raw has won. So it's kind of disappointing to see that the first game that White Raw actually won, we don't actually get to see, but we are going to be able to get to see a Game 5. We're going to be able to get to see the Star Party, and this is a really interesting map. So the map has forced spawn positions. You can only spawn in the cross position, so we do see that White Raw is the red Protoss here at the 12 o'clock position, and his opponent Bomber from Team Startail at the 6 o'clock position as the green Terran. Once again, you can only spawn in cross positions on this map. This isn't something that we chose to do for balance reasons or anything like that. The reason we chose to do this, and particularly when I say we, I mean Super Uman, was that he kind of wanted to make a two-player map, or two different two-player maps in one. So in these positions, the players will be going around different sides when they move across the map. So we're going to see right now, Bomber or White Raw scouting probe is going to go around the west or the east. The west side.
He's scouting the eastern map base. He didn't see. We made a point of telling the players again that this map is only cross positions. This always happens when you have 4 spawns on a map, unless they've heard this like 5 million times, like with the NLG version of Shakura's Plateau. They always scout in the base that you tell them that you can't spawn in. It's just a force of habit from these really good players, and it's hard to override. So normally, the probe, does it go that way or does it go the other way?
The probe would have gone around the right side, and the scouting SCV of Bomber would have gone around the left.
Yeah, so
Bomber's going to do the same thing.
So in these positions where the rocks are here, what normally happens is when you just click on your opponent's base, the armies will actually go different pathways. So holding your watchtower is going to be very important, so that if your armies do wind up completely missing each other while these rocks are up, you'll be able to see it coming. But in the horizontal positions, there's a ramp that's not blocked, so you can go straight through the center of the map. So this is what Prodigy was talking about, of how it's a map that's basically 2 different 2-player maps in one, because the map actually plays out very differently depending on if you're vertical or horizontal. And once players actually get used to the fact that you're only cross positions, you can kind of see that in action a little bit more. You don't really see anything too far out of the ordinary from either player. 2 racks opening from Bomber. I thought I saw concussive shells upgrading a second ago. Was I hallucinating? If I wasn't, he canceled it.
I want to say I saw it too, but yeah, he definitely did cancel it. Kind of curious to see why. I think he really wanted to start that command center really early on, and cutting concussive shells is probably the easiest thing for him to cut at that point in time. At least that would be the most logical reasoning in my mind to cut it. But he hasn't started rebuilding it or researching it yet, so I don't know.
White Raw 4-gate White Raw versus quick expansion from Bomber. So we're waiting for this to gear up. Once again, big thanks to Nation Voice. You can visit them at nationvoice.com. If you follow us on Twitter and them as well, iCCupTV on Twitter and Nation Voice, you can be entered for a giveaway. Same thing can be done by liking both of our Facebook pages. There's going to be... I always get this wrong. 2 Platonics GameCon 1 headsets and 2 15-slot Ventrilo servers free for 3 months up for grabs. We'll be giving those away on Tuesday and picking the winners on Monday, so if you're still watching the VODs, you still have a chance. We wanted to give people who might have been gone for MLG a chance to try and win that, but I'm kind of speeding up the velocity of my talking here because there's a 4-gate on the way from White Raw. He's warping in units here in the center from his proxy pylon. Bomber made a factory, so that means his bio units aren't that high, and he doesn't have any bunkers. So this is looking really dangerous for Bomber. White Raw with the 4-gate. Is he going to 4-gate into the expansion? Because when we saw him do that before, he was actually very passive with it. Didn't attack, but there's another proxy pylon. He's moving forward. Looks like White Raw's actually going to go for the aggressive attack here, and this could catch Bomber completely off guard.
Not even a bunker to defend right now for Bomber. White Raw's going to be peeking in here with the Stalker to see what he's going up against. He is going to be pretty happy not to see that there are any bunkers, let alone a pretty significant Bioforce, and only 3 Marauders here. This force consists of mostly Marines.
Oh,
and
here
when
he
that
goes!
happens, that makes your Guardian Shield even more effective. So here comes White Raw. Force Shields are going to go down and prevent those Bioforces from being able to move anywhere. SCVs are going to come off the line, but the Bioforces are going to be completely chopped down immediately. What Bomber's in a lot of trouble right now. White Raw's attack has done a ton of damage already in just these last few seconds, and immediately Bomber calls the GG. White Raw has caught Bomber completely off guard and taken now 2 games off of Bomber.
So remember earlier in the cast when I was talking about how expanding and then following up immediately with a factory is a risk? That's kind of why White Raw, with his timing here on the 4-gate, caught him completely off guard. To be fair, Bomber didn't have any bunkers, but he had a lot of force fields here. He probably could have busted down a couple bunkers anyway, because there just weren't that many bio units. He didn't really make anything out of the factory yet. It looked like he was thinking of switching these maybe, because he has a reactor in the factory. And while you do see Hellions in TVP these days, usually it's with Blue Flame, so I'm not entirely sure what Bomber was up to, but he got caught playing a little bit of an unsafe build by White Raw, and that's going to bring the score in this series up to 3-2. And I think, I don't know if we have another game, do we? Because I know we're missing at least one more game. I hope we have one more to cast. So give us a second. Make
Game
sure.
6, Star Party. Game 7, Star Party. No!
Okay, so we're missing the last game, and that means that Bomber did wind up winning that. So that's going to be it for our games tonight, guys. Once again, we had 2 different best of 7s.
Wait.
What?
Didn't you see there was a text file?
Oh, right. Text file. What's the text file? I gotta open up the text file. I don't even have this open.
Missing game 1 info.
Oh, there's
Game
info.
White Raw wins.
Well, we figured that out ourselves.
Game 6 Bomber wins. Game 7, Game 3. Okay. I thought there was going to be like some super cool story or something like that, but
Oh, there's no.
an epic retelling.
Yeah, here's the epic
Stories
retelling
pop
of the game missing games. I'll put them on screen for you guys.
Game 3 Bomber wins.
There we go. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Once again, check out Nation Voice at nationvoice.com. Tune in on Tuesday when we'll have our IC Cup Map series, and we will be announcing the winners of the giveaways. Once again, follow iCCupTV and Nation Voice on Twitter, or like iCCupTV and Nation Voice on Facebook to have a chance at those. If you're still watching the VODs, you will have a chance at winning those. Until Monday night is when we're going to pick the winners. So we didn't want to give people a chance who are busy at MLG, weren't quite able to tune in live. A way to get in on that giveaway. So if you haven't done that already, go for that. Check out nationvoice.com. It was a great show match, once again, to clarify a little bit of confusion about the missing games. The series with the missing games was the first one that was played, and one of the players forgot to set his machine to auto-record the replays. The other one played at the GomTV studio, and by the time Torch was able to get there, they were gone. Shoutouts to Torch for helping us out and trying to get those replays. And since we completely lost those replays in the void of the internet, they agreed to play a second best of 7 and split the prize pool between the 2 series. So Bomber actually winds up winning both of them and walks away with all of the $150. So congratulations to him. We saw some good play from White Raw, but Bomber completely broke my brain at a couple points in these games. So very impressive play from him. Looking forward to seeing him this season in the GSL. He will be in Code A. Definitely Code S material, though. So make sure you stay tuned. You can visit our YouTube at youtube.com/SCCupTV. And Shoutouts to Tasteosis, running thehandsomenerd.com. If you click the Partners tab, you can actually buy an iCCupTV t-shirt. So we'll see you guys on Tuesday. We're going to be busy watching MLG ourselves because we want to see how iCCup Test Bug works out in the tournament. So we're not really casting much over the weekend, and we'll see you guys for the iCCup Map Series when we announce the winners of the giveaway.
See you later, guys.